representing just the most beautiful gift. Both of them, where they go, they bring their mind, body, and spirit with them, and they are building Reverend Arlene with the youth ministry, with the women's ministry, with being of service, and Koya with raw food and fashion and modeling and yoga. They bring with them that embodiment of powerful business women living and building their brand through social media, through a community. And so please, big yayers. Yay!
Yayers. I haven't heard that one before. Thank you.
Well,
thank you.
So welcome.
Thank you for the invitation.
Here we go.
Yes, thank you so much. Although I project very well, but thank you. So first of all, I'd just like to say how grateful I am to be here, and thank you so much, Dr. Sarah, for the invitation. And it's been so wonderful to just hear some of the speakers and to gain insight. Actually, today answered a question I had because of my lifestyle. I am not only at Agape, but I'm the spiritual director of a women's treatment center. So I'm clergy at a women's treatment center. It's called Safe Harbor in Costa Mesa, California. And we deal with women dealing with addiction with food and drugs, primarily drugs. One house is food, one house is drugs and trauma, another house is for our younger women. It's drug addiction. So I do that, and I drive 300 miles a week. And so I drive from LA to Costa Mesa, and that's a lot. And I kept asking the question and sitting with it, what can I do to get my word out, because I'm kind of stationed somewhere. And then I have 4 ministries at Agape. And so that is it's a lot. Yet I know I don't do the work. There's something greater than myself that calls me forth to do the work and is the power, but I know it's time to move to my next phase, my next stage. So what I'd like to do is, first I'd just like to pray us in, if that's okay with everyone. Just acknowledging that there is something greater than just us. I don't see anyone in here creating oceans or planetary systems. So there is something more, and I'd just like to take a moment to acknowledge that. So if we could just take this moment to turn within, understanding and knowing that there's a presence and a power that is so magnificent, so glorious, called by over 130 different names: Yahweh, Jehovah, higher power, ultimate intelligence, divine wisdom, Allah. So many names, yet there is this one power, this one energy that is everywhere, and it is right where we are right now, in this moment. To know that each individual here is here to express it as their own gifts, as their own talents, as love. And so I bless this second phase of this day here, knowing that Dr. Sarah has called together people who are people of love, people of service, people who are here to serve humanity. And so my prayer is that the message is given, and that our hearts and minds are open to receive, and that we leave here today blessed and as the blessing. We leave here today receiving, and we leave here today giving. I bless this time together. I name it good. I name it glorious. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much. That felt so right. Thank you. So I made the conscious decision that, because I know time will not permit as much as I'd like to share, to speak the next time that we all get together with Dr. Sarah. So I'm willing to do that, and I know I have another event to get to. And in the midst of that, I'd like to say that social media is so... A teenager, I work with teens, I run a teen program. And I will bring my teens in the room, and when they come in the room, they have to turn off their phones. You don't even know what it feels like to be in a room where they have to turn off their phones. They're sitting there like, oh my God. And so I say this: get your last text off, tell them you're getting your God on, and then you'll be back in an hour and a half. And I'm standing in the midst of the room, and then later they're like trying to text, or someone's in their pocket trying to, it is as if they are attached to their phones. And the interesting thing is, If my iPhone were to fall and crack, I have to go and get a new one. I have to go get it replaced, get something fixed. Cracks on the phone, they don't care. As long as they can get that message out, that's all they care about. It is almost as if it's their breath. And so with our youth, social media has become so huge. Snapshot, I can't believe. I say to them, why would you want to send a message and then it disappears? They're like, it's so much fun. Snapchat, is that what they call it? I always call it the wrong name. They love this stuff. And I believe this generation is coming in fully prepared. Yet, I also believe that the human touch is very important. And so I think something that's very huge right now is to be able to get messages to our youth of how valuable they are and how necessary they are. What's happening right now is suicide, drug addiction, so many things. I have done more memorials for 18, 19-year-old girls than I think most ministers that I know. All of them overdosing. And so we have to find a way to reach out to our young people to let them know their value. And I know that social media is the way to get a positive message for a change rather than someone bullying them on in a message. Like there's so many, we're being called to find greater ways to communicate with our young people, and we're gonna have to do it through their methods. Writing a letter isn't gonna work. It has to be through texting and emails and Snapchat and all these other Instagram and Twitter and all these other things. And the next one that comes out, we've got to learn how to use that one too. I remember a time when I wasn't interested. I said, at that time I was a makeup artist. I said, I'm an artist. I don't need a cell phone. That was in 2001. I didn't have a cell phone. And I was working for a French company and they're like, Arlene, you need a cell phone, darling. You must have one, And so I finally got one, and now I need this stuff. Like, we need it, and whatever new comes up, we better know it, and we have to know it for our young people. This is how they communicate now. So I'd love to speak about that more the next time I'm here. And I just want to thank you again because you answered my prayers, and that's how prayer works. I ask the question, I don't sweat, I don't worry, I don't doubt, because true prayer is to know, and then I get a call. And then here I come today, and the information I got was priceless. So thank you, and I'm grateful for it. And in the midst of that, I'd like to invite a young woman up that someone asked if she was my daughter. Now, okay, I could have been like, what? But I said, no, she's not my daughter. She could be my little sister, though. But a young woman who I love. I have a program called I'm Keeping True, which is people will fast with me. About 70 people fasted with me in June. In February. Lent was in February. I'm reintroducing people to Lent and religious areas of meditation and prayer that some people have left because of old traditions. I have reformulated those traditions. And so people are joining me who were Catholic, who are no longer Catholic, and they're fasting with me during Lent. People who are not Muslim, I'm not Muslim, are fasting with me during Ramadan. And what I do is we bring in raw food chefs. We bring in experts on changing your diet. So they have to change their diet for the whole 30 days or 40 days of Lent. And Koya Webb has been a part of that for at least 5 years, coming in and teaching people about the foods they can prepare during these seasons. Now, you may say, well, why would I do that? Why would they go vegan during these seasons? Well, I am showing people that certain foods affect us receiving the message, hearing the higher call, that certain foods in our bodies stop us from hearing what we're being called to do because our bodies are too busy working on the stuff we're putting in it. And so for 40 days, 30 days, people fast with me. And I went to Koya Webb because I knew she was magnificent in this area. I knew she was an Olympic athlete. I knew all these wonderful things about her, that she wasn't just a model, which she is. She models and has an amazing body, but she also does the prayer, and she does all of it. And so she's a great teacher, and I knew she would be wonderful with my program as a teacher. So I see her as a little sister, but I also see her as a woman who's making a difference in the world with what she knows about food and what she knows about the body and how it's built and what it needs. She's just a Renaissance woman, a Renaissance woman. So let's invite her forward, Koya Webb.
Thank you so much.
I love you. There you go.
Please give Reverend Arlene a huge round of applause. This woman is so amazing. She's an inspiration, and I'm just honored. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just honored to come after her. She's been speaking at Agape since I've been going to Agape, and I think it's so important, and that's why I agreed to come here today, that we have leaders that can motivate us, that can inspire us, that can get us going, and so we can get on the momentum and keep it. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, is community and the importance of community and how important you are in community. So, most people don't know, but as she said, the phone is important. And not just because it's a phone, because we can call, because we want to text. The phone is community. We no longer drive miles and miles to see each other, but we know about health, we know about business, we know about all these things because of this phone. So it's not just a text, it's not just a selfie, it's a connection to say, you are beautiful because you and me have blonde hair. You're beautiful because we have the same shirt on. You're beautiful because you're short. I'm short too. I'm a mom too. I have problems with my hair too. It's community. It's self-love. It's acceptance. People don't see. They see a phone. They see texting. You don't see the connection. And only because there's a connection there, a God connection, that is why it's so popular. So don't let your mind take you out of why things exist in a certain frequency, because there's something there. And it's up to us as leaders to find out what that it is. And I'm here to tell you, it is God and it is community, and it's happening through your phone. It is happening through this email marketing. It is happening through all these modes and ways to connect to people. So the question is, how can I connect what I have to offer, what I have to give? How can I connect that to as many people as possible? We are only one person, but we want to touch many. And the key has been spoken about today. You can do it through email, you can do it through phone, you can do it through newsletter. But it's great. I definitely recommend face-to-face, one-on-one coaching. Yes. I will always do that. I one-on-one coach. I've been able to coach some of the greatest people in the world. I just last year worked with Stevie Wonder. I've worked with India Arie, Brett Ratner. I've helped many people around the world with their diet, with meditation, with yoga, with living a holistic, healthy lifestyle so they can have vitality to sing, to work, to do whatever it is they do well. That's my job. I study health and nutrition and all these things so that I can help you be your best. So you can wake up with vitality and energy to do whatever your give is in the world. That's my job. I could do that one-on-one. But if I wanted to help everyone in this room, it would take me 6 months apiece, and there'd be a very high price because I've been doing it for 10 years now, right? That's one way. And that would take time, that would take commitment. But guess what? What if I could help every person in this room at the same time via email, via newsletter, via online challenge, which is what I do. I have something called Get Loved Up, which is a 28-day challenge that helps people love themselves, love others, and therefore love the world with whatever it is you have to give. It starts with self-love. Waking up every morning, having a smoothie, having a salad, working out. Those things are important. You can't just say, oh, my thing is mowing lawn. I'm just a spiritual. I just want to read people's chakras. That's not it, because we're holistic. We breathe, we walk, we do all these things. So all of those things are important. So in my job as a holistic health and wellness coach, I talk to people about the importance of doing these things like walking, communicating, letting go. Simple things you do every single day to live a healthier, more optimal life. Your health is your wealth. As long as you're healthy, you'll be able to do any job or hire someone to do a job, like get on this Infusionsoft and do it for you. But if you're not healthy, you can't think straight, you don't have energy, you have a negative attitude maybe. So that's why it's important. And I do it through social media so I can touch more people for, honestly, at least a less amount of money. Because I've worked and I've studied, it gets more and more expensive to keep studying. I'm just getting my IIN certification. I've got 3 other life coaching certifications. I have personal training certification. I have nutrition certification. All these things cost $5,000 a pop usually, or $2,500 a pop.
What's IIN, please?
IIN is the Integrated Institute for Nutrition. So I study 100 different modalities, from paleo to vegan to the Atkins to all these diets. I'm vegan, been vegan for 10 years, gonna stay vegan for the rest of my life. But I care because you might be paleo and you might be on Atkins. I wanna know what it is you believe, why that diet and how that diet is gonna affect your life. Because I'm not trying to make you like me. I want you to be the best version of you that you can be. So first, I need to understand the mindset about it. Then I need to understand your lifestyle. Then I need to understand how to talk to you about why this is gonna hinder or hurt you and trying to live an optimal life. So part of this is I have this online challenge I was telling you about through social media so I can connect with everyone. I also have an email list. I think Infusionsoft is better than the one I use. I use Aweber. Infusionsoft knocks it out of the park. So I got to figure out how I'm going to switch over. I have no idea right now, but I like what I saw. I'm going to research it some more, okay? That was amazing presentation. I'm very, very much feeling it. So, but you do have to have patience and you do have to do things in the right amount of time. But I have to say, from what I saw, it kind of kicks Aweber in the butt. So I got to look into that. But social media, Instagram, Facebook, things like that is so important. Right now, I'm doing a 28-day challenge. I hope every person in this room says, hey, Koya, I want to follow you on Facebook, and I want to get a 28-day challenge. Day 1, take inventory. Are you happy? On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? Everyone write that down right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you? If you don't want to write it down, put it in your phone. If you don't want to put it in your phone, think about it in your head. What am I? I'm probably an 8. Usually I say a 10, but I just broke up with my boyfriend and I'm still trying to get over it. Thank you. It's okay. It was a good thing. It was a good thing, but it's still that healing process that happens when you release something you've had for over a year maybe. So, and I've been working already. In 1 week, I did Nashville, Tennessee for a photo shoot. I did Vegas for a business meeting, and I just came from San Diego for another photo shoot. So I've been traveling a lot, which I love. I love to travel, but still, you don't get the same quality of sleep when you're at home. So therefore, I give myself an 8. Otherwise, I'd probably say a 10. So for those reasons, I'll give myself that. So I want you to think about your reasons, and then I want you to come up with a number. My goal is by the next 28 days, I want that number to be higher because you sleep more, you exercise more, you connect more, whatever it is. And I want you guys to go online, go to koyawebb.com. That's my website. And I want you to check out. I definitely follow the protocol that he spoke about. I give away free 28-day challenge. I give it away for free. It's online. It's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Today, our topic was, what was our topic today? A-team. Have an A-team. And how important is it to have an A-team and why that's important for your optimal success and happiness. 2 people, yes. Koya, Koya. Thank you for asking. Webb, W-E-B-B. So 2 B's on the web. KoyaWebb.com is my website. So I would love for you guys to go on there, sign up for my newsletter. I give free content, healthy content. I gift all the time. I believe in gifting. That's my service. I like giving it for free. And usually I mostly charge if it's one-on-one, but I give a lot of information. I have YouTube videos and everything. So today's A-team. 2 people are on your A-team, your mentor and your best friend. Every one of us needs a mentor, someone you look up to, someone that makes more money than you or looks better than you or just has maybe a peace of mind. You know, it just depends on what motivates you. Sometimes peace motivates someone. Sometimes family motivates. Whatever motivates you. Where is someone that you look up to like, you know what? They got that thing. They got that thing that I want. That you want a mentor. And then you want a best friend. Someone you can call and talk about your break up with your boyfriend. I'm not gonna tell you guys what happened, but I'm not gonna tell my social media, but I can go to my best friend and say, oh, okay, this is what happened. Just breathe with me through this and things like that. And so that was our topic for today. Each day is a different topic. And so I just want to give you guys an insight, and I want to encourage you to use social media, use these newsletters. This is your channel into not just the new generation, to each other. Hopefully, every single person that joins my newsletter, I'm connected to you for the rest of your life. For the rest of my self, sign up. But I can bless you, not just with this message, but with my future messages and teaching you how to live a healthy and vital lifestyle. That's why it's so important for you to be on the same thing. That's why it's important for you to have a newsletter. That's why it's important for you to connect with people like Dr. Sarah Larsen, who is a community of network for people that stay connected. When you stay connected, you can bless their lives with the services you have to give. And that's my talk on social media. Thank you for having me. And I just want to again just give Dr. Sarah Larsen a huge round of applause as she's coming up here, because she called me and she asked me to do this, and I'm glad I said yes. Thank you.
You're so welcome. We met years ago at a raw food festival, and she made the most amazing pumpkin pie. Amazing pumpkin pie, which was raw, vegan, yummy, mouth-watering, to die for. Great recipes all around, and a great network of 50,000 lucky people. So thank you.
And growing.
And
my goal is to be 100,000 by the end of the year, and that's all just by giving, constantly giving. Yes.
Have you heard of Periscope?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do Periscope. You know what? I didn't ask anyone if they have questions. Do we have time for questions? Maybe 2 questions.
2 questions.
Because I saw a couple hands back there. Oh, you want a picture?
Yeah.
Thank you. Periscope is a way, totally could have used it today. In my talk, she could have been videotaping me, and basically it's live, and during the live, people can ask questions, they can hear my talk, so all my 50,000 followers could have heard the talk that I just gave to you. That would have been really smart of me, but it's new, and I don't always think of it. I'm more like an Instagram girl. I'm addicted to Instagram. It's very powerful. It has more than quadrupled my business and my job offerings as a model. I mean, in my 20s, I was modeling maybe 3-4 times a month. And then, as I got older, it started to be 3-4 times a year. And in the last year, since I've started using Instagram, I'm back to 3 or 4 times a month. So it's really great. It's really great because I'm getting myself out there. I'm connecting. I'm saying, hey, I'm still available. And guess what? I'm still pretty. I'm still here. I think I look decent. But that just shows it's just about connecting. Like he said, how many times you have to come, how many times they have to see my picture. You'll see when you go to my website doing yoga for them to realize, oh, yeah, she's still healthy and we want her. So it's a good thing. Any more questions? I know one more person. Yes.
Just can you spell out your email?
Yes, Koyawebb, Koya Webb. And I'm Koya Webb on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So you can find me. Please find me. And Periscope. Yeah, we have some fun. Thank you.
Great resources, great recipes, all of that beautiful stuff. Oh my gosh, who is enjoying this talk? Yay. Who wants to keep going? Awesome. Yay. I am so excited. If you would move forward just a little bit, we're going to have Ken Sheets coming and speaking.